Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. This is the NBA Odds Couple Show for Wednesday, May 11th. We got two games on the card. I'm Peter Loshak. He's Mike Brenner. Mike Brenner, we got two interesting games on the card tonight. I guess let's first throw up our record overall. What happened last? Oh, you got a nice.
Yeah, had a good call
cover
on the first half. You know, I'll take it. You know, with 6 seconds left and they buried a three to get the cover. But you know what? I'll take it because I've been on the other end many times, Pistol Pete. And the game itself obviously didn't cover. They lost outright.
Yeah. So it was a nice call for you. I had two tweets. I tweeted OKC +3 second half, huge winner.
Wow.
I tweeted the second half over 101. It was a loser. I thought it was a good pick. I thought it was a good pick.
You should have tailed me, Pistol Pete.
Well,
yesterday you said, you know, I should probably tail you, Mike Brenner.
I don't know about that.
I haven't given you any reason not to tail me.
That's true.
So.
That's true. That specific game, though, cutting a little bit close, man.
Yes, it was.
When I saw the final score in the first half, I was like, yes, Mike Brenner. I was like, he got a lucky one there. But
yes,
all
definitely.
Right, here we go. We got two games. First one, Miami, Toronto. Now, Mike Brenner, I got some stuff to say about this game. I don't know exactly what's going on here. The line right now is Toronto -4.5. The Chris books have 5.
I saw that.
Now, I bet the opener at 4.5, Miami +4.5. Then it went down to 4 at Heritage. I bet that. Now it's back up to 4.5 or 5 at the Chris books. Ooh. Why is this line climbing up? You know, I mean, Miami, obviously, Dwayne Wade's the best player on the court, right?
Yeah, and he's
Toronto,
healthy.
Inconsistent. We know that Lowry and DeRozan are struggling.
Yep.
Miami, the last game, they forced it into OT despite they couldn't make a shot from 3,
I know.
right?
I couldn't figure it
1
out.
for 15 from 3. Now, why would this game not go down to the wire? If Miami was shooting lights out last game, maybe you think they'll regress. But if they regress here, they'll do even better. Miami +5 at the Chris books. That's got to be a great bet.
You would think so, and I think Toronto is definitely missing the big man,
Yeah,
Lucius,
of course.
however. I mean, they are really missing him, and I think tonight it's going to show. But I got a call on this game. I got the first quarter. I'm taking Toronto. There was one book had it -1.5.
Really?
For the first quarter, absolutely. And
wow.
Yeah.
Well, Terry, tell us why you like that.
Well, because I think Toronto's in desperation mode, even though, I mean, they're not desperate, but they know they got to get out early. They're on their home court. They didn't like the way that game ended last time, and they're going to pour it on like they did, I think, 2 or 3 games ago and covered a nice first quarter for me. They were up by like 10. So I think Toronto comes out early. They get the energy. They hit the shots they need. And again, Dwayne Wade is playing just amazing. Yeah. But he's got to be a little tired. He's getting older. So I think if the Heat...
Well, they're all tired,
Of
right?
course. But the Heat will be cranking it up later as opposed to sooner, except for Dragic. That guy is just, he doesn't run out of energy. But I love it, Pistol Pete. It's going to cash. Toronto Raptors. Go Raptors. First quarter -1.5.
All right. Well, look, the last time you gave us a Toronto first quarter pick, it was a big winner. It was a tough game to handicap, and your pick on the first quarter turned out to be, in retrospect, the best play clearly out of all of them. So you think Miami? We've been wondering the whole series, all playoffs long, when Miami's age is going to catch up with them. Do you think it'll catch up with them tonight? Do you think that maybe it's not a good bet to take Miami +5?
I would probably stay off it myself unless I had a few more points. I'm thinking about teasing it, though, because I don't think Toronto can beat them by more than 9 without the big man, unless Lowry just goes off. But Lowry and DeRozan, too inconsistent for my liking. I think Miami has a shot, and I think, I wouldn't try to talk somebody off a ledge, but look, I'm not going to.
I mean, if Lowry has a huge game, which, of course, I mean, he's an NBA all-star, so that wouldn't be a shock, then sure, Toronto covers. But I think the percentage play has got to be Miami +5, right?
You would think so. And I think it makes sense. They've been in every single game, and they know they can't lay back here. They got to bring everything they have, because also they're looking at Cleveland, who's resting, and they're like, shit, we got to get this thing over with.
All right, well, I'll give Miami +5 officially, and then the total, it's 188.5. You know, if it hadn't been for overtimes, this entire series would have been a huge under-trending series. The under 188.5 has got to be at least a slightly decent play as well, right?
Are you going to pull the
trigger?
Wouldn't
you think? Sure I will. What the hell?
Pull that trigger, Pistol Pete.
Who cares? Under 188.5.
and
Miami.
Care and you know it.
I don't give. No, I do. I gotta give all right, Miami +5 and the under 188.5, and you're on Toronto on the first quarter. All right, I think we got that one, and then the next game. Portland and Golden State. Now, this is another, I mean, how do you handicap this one? What's likely to happen here?
And that thing opened at what, 11.5 or something?
Yeah. Now, my handicapping in this game is all about the total. I'll tell you my entire thinking on it. Now, last game, my pick was the first half under, right?
Yeah.
108.5. The first quarter went to 44, and I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was like, you are a handicapping genius. Picking the under in a Golden State game. Second quarter, they scored 80 points.
What did you say then?
I said, I don't know what I was like, is there anything even to say here?
Oh,
no, I know. You know what I said? I said the NBA is fucking fixed. That's what I said. But Here we go again. Now, and then this is interesting. I got a piece of intel from a fan of the show, a guy who I talked to on social media.
Okay.
His name is Kenny Sembelbarg or something like that. His Twitter is Kenny SEM_NFL. That's Kenny.
Shout out to you, Kenny.
Yes, this is great information. He gave me Kenny KNENNYSEM _NFL, and he told me that the ref crew for tonight's game is a stone under trender for the year.
The referee crew.
Yeah, James Williams, Mark Davis, and Ken Maurer. James Williams 195 and 150 to the under. Mark Davis 339 and 279 to the under, and Ken Maurer crew chief 308 and 287 to the under.
Breaking it down with the referees, I've never seen that side.
And
I like it.
That stuff definitely matters. As always in the playoffs, everything that incorporates season-long stats has a half asterisk, which is things can change in the playoffs unexpectedly. But this is a clear under-trending.
With that being said, Pete, what do you think about the first half over? Don't you think that Portland's going to come out and just bring everything they have, and Golden State maybe want to get this thing over
No,
with quick?
I was actually leaning to the under. And looking back at the series, it's been the first quarters that have really gone under.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that the under might be a good play here. I think that, who knows what Golden State's going to do. Maybe they'll send out Curry and he'll hit, 15 threes, and then your under is screwed once again, and you're looking in the mirror saying the NBA is fucking fixed.
So you're going to pull the trigger on this one, or is this one that's kind of got you on the
I am.
on
I'm
the fence?
definitely going to pull the trigger on the first quarter under, which I saw at Pinnacle of 55.5. Heritage not hanging the first quarter total yet. They know something's up.
Yeah.
They're scared, Heritage. You're scared. You're smart. You're scared and smart.
It ain't no bookie scared.
And then the first half under is 110. Heritage hanging 110.5. They're leading over, so that's tricky. Just because of the way things have gone.
I think that they're thinking like I'm thinking, Pistol Pete, and that's why I like Golden State on the first half.
Really?
Okay,
well, let's hear your analysis.
Yeah.
-8 on the first half.
I'm taking it. It's a big number, but they definitely can cover it. And I think what they're going to do, all right, they know now, and they're thinking we need to get as much rest as we can also, so they can get a couple extra days for Curry, because San Antonio and OKC are in a dogfight. First half, I think they come out and just pour it on. I think they blow this team out early. Second half, third quarter, fourth quarter, they start to pull some starters out. So I'm all over it with confidence. Golden State first half -8, Pistol Pete.
All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the first quarter under 55.5.
All right.
I'm going to pass on the first half.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the full game under, though, at 217.5. Because you're right. If if they get a big lead and then they sit Curry in the
they're not going to be shooting all. Yeah, exactly.
Portland will try to do something. Just in general, I am a believer in this in the under in this game. And thanks once again to Kenny for sending me that info. Again, Kenny SEM_NFL, KENNYSEM_NFL is his Twitter. And so I'm going to give the first quarter under 55.5, the full game under 217.5, and I'll hold off for now on the first half total.
Okay. And again, I'm going with Golden State on the first half -8, and my third pick is a two-team teaser.
Let's hear it.
All right, I'm taking the Heat. I got them +9 because there was a book hanging 5.
Chris, yes.
Yep. And the Warriors -9 because it was 13.
Yep.
And I really think that could play out and work out perfectly to cash another two-team teaser. I'm fired up, Pistol Pete.
All right, that sounds good. All right, and so we're going to go now to Jordan Sharp, who's going to give us some opinions on possible value with prop bets. Always, and sometimes the prop bets are just the best ways to bet these playoff games, especially.
Absolutely.
Jordan Sharp, thanks for being back with us. What's your take on these two games?
Pete Totals Loshak is talking me off one of my plays, damn it. Here we go again with this Golden State Portland game.
Well, listen, I'll tell you, my name is Totals Loshak. Yep. I am very good at totals, or rather, I should say, I'm much less shitty at totals than I am at sides. But I trust my opinions on Miami-Toronto totals strongly.
Sure.
Portland Golden State totals. The Golden State, my losers this playoffs, I've been dead on with totals all playoffs except for Golden State games, and including with the Houston series. That's where all my losers came on totals with the second halves was in the Golden State series. So you might be right. If you have an opinion on the Golden State total that goes against mine, I would not weigh my opinion too heavily, Jordan.
Well, I really don't. I was kind of just thinking about it before we got on this call, and I'm like, man, that total's going a little bit farther down. I think, there's going to be a point where maybe there's some value betting the over on it. But yeah, you're right. That referee crew does scare me a little bit. That's a great bit of information. I think better, though, I was thinking coming into this call and looking at this line when it came out last night, the better play is probably going to be where Mike's head's at here tonight, maybe on the first half or even the Golden State on the first quarter. They want to get this series over with at home. They need to get Curry's knee and ankle some rest. I think think that they are going to pour it on. I would say maybe the first quarter, first half, somewhere around there is probably better to lean on that in this game in particular. That other game though, the Heat and Toronto thing, that is a very, very interesting game tonight. I mean, I'm kind of trending towards. I'm kind of trending towards Mike as well, man. I think the Raptors in the first half could be a very good. I think that is a trap line if I have ever seen one. I think they want people to bet the Heat on the game in the first half, but I think the Raptors
they got my
are a very
money.
good play.
Well, wait a minute. Jordan Sharp, look. Miami, all these games have gone down to the wire. So if you just took the, the underdog, you'd be doing well in this series. And Miami didn't shoot well in their last game, and they still pushed it to overtime. Why do you think it's a trap? Why do you think that they're going to struggle here? Because of age? Do you think they're going to be fatigued?
I think age comes into it, but I also think that with Hassan Whiteside out, that really takes away everything that they've been doing, and Valanciunas is out too. But I'm going to give Mike some credit here. Mike, if you can correctly name the Raptors backup center, you get props from me, buddy. What's his name?
Biyombo.
Bismack Biyombo.
No, that was
baby.
pretty good.
That was pretty good.
No, we have to give you a loss on that one, but it was close.
Okay, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah. So, hey, how are we looking on prop bets for both of these games?
Hey, I mean, same guy. I really wanted to bet Biyombo's points and rebounds prop before that game, but nobody was offering it a line because they were all scared to death that I was going to pound the over on that one. I'm hoping that he gets something along those lines as well. But I had a horrible night the last couple of nights of these props, but the one that I really, really nailed, and I knew I was going to nail it, and I want to go back to it tonight if it's around the same line, is Luol Deng's rebounding total. He's been playing center because this team is so banged up. They have 0 big men worthy, and they've just been playing super small, which means Luol Deng's opportunity for rebounds going to be pretty big tonight. And I also think that on the other side, I really want to see what Biyombo's lines are before I go crazy on that one. But I like that too. I think DeRozan maybe. I think that they really have figured him out. I think on the defensive end, I think an underplay on him potentially could be pretty good as well. But that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. Obviously, no lines out just yet, but should see those here in a couple hours. We'll give you more concrete picks here on those here in a couple hours coming out later.
Yeah, I like the DeRozan field because he's lost confidence in himself as well. And when that gets into your head, you're in trouble. So the under on that might be a good one. And Udonis Haslem, where's this guy? Is he going to step up and earn a paycheck?
Yeah, I mean, he did. Like I said, there's a reason that Luol Deng's been playing center for this team, and they really have gone to like a 6-man rotation, 7-man rotation, because they don't have any big men that they can throw at Biyombo. So really, the only thing they can do is just play smaller and hope that they can still luck into some rebounds and play a little quicker, and maybe take him off the dribble and force him off the court, maybe into some foul trouble or just out of matchup problems. So that's been really their only defense against him. That's why I kind of like his points and rebounding total tonight, because he is a very good player, and he has had a very good year filling in for Valanciunas when he was hurt early in the year when he broke his hand. So I'm really excited to see what Biyombo's lines are. If his points rebound total is anything lower than 22, 23 tonight, I am nailing the over on that tonight.
Okay, sounds good. Jordan Sharp, thanks for the info. Let's review our picks. Mike Brenner, I'm on Miami plus the points. I'm on Miami, Toronto under. I'm on Golden State first quarter under and the full game under. That's 4 picks for me. And what are your picks again, Mike Brenner?
Pistol Pete, 4 of them. I love it. I got Toronto on the first quarter -1.5. I got Golden State on the first half -8, and a 2-team ticket casher again with a teaser. The Heat +9 and the Warriors -9. I'm going to get it done, Pistol
Pete. See tomorrow who turns out to be right, who turns out to be wrong. We'll be back tomorrow with the Thursday card.
Absolutely. Let's beat that book.